J. Paul Getty Museum and Google Arts and Culture present Art at Home, with Dr. Anne T. Woollett presenting A Merry Company in an Arbor by Venne, with the Art Projector.
Hello, this is Anne Woollett, Curator of Paintings at the J. Paul Getty Museum in Los Angeles. We're looking at Adriaen van de Venne's Merry Company in an Arbor from 1615. This is a landscape by a Dutch artist, which is one of a series of the four seasons. And this season is the season of spring, which is also the time for love and lovers. And in this completely delightful but rather small painting, Van de Venne has created one of his most elaborate allegories, which describes the enticements and entrapments of love. It's a very 17th century perspective, very unusual sense of humor, but Van de Venne and his contemporaries would have found this absolutely charming. We can see here on the left a group of young women who are underneath a flowery arbor, and they're singing and playing a keyboard instrument. And around them is just something completely remarkable, which is that this sound of the beautiful music and their charming appearance has attracted a number of men. And essentially they are the lure in a trap. And these happy souls are attempting to reach them by all means. Some are spying, as we see this man on the left by the tree trunk. He's peeking around to see what's going on. But one of his fellows has been captured, and as you can see in this detail, there is a net that has been laid to snare the amorous young men. And this woman has, in fact, captured one in her net, and she's dragging him away. Some men have really gone to great extremes to reach the charming women, and they've climbed trees, and the most foolish and silly among them have actually jumped out of the trees, and they will fall into the nets. And we see this man here with the very familiar belled cap falling, and he's dressed as a jester or a fool. So he literally embodies foolishness. And throughout this little painting, here's another fool flying through the air. You find these anecdotal scenes. In a meadow, these women are sitting, in fact, on a net as if they were trapping birds. They're the sort of lure again, and in order to secure their favors, this fellow who's hiding behind a bush will find himself captured in the same net. So it is meant to delight and kind of captivate the viewer's sensibilities. But Van de Venne was also indicating, as many Dutch artists did at this time, a second meaning, a sort of criticism about the silliness and the dangers, perhaps even lurking in this process of pursuing one's heart.